Frowntown PSA. Hello, please know that you are safe. Do you remember your name? Do you remember what you look like? Do you remember how you got here? Do you remember your family and friends? Pets? Hobbies? If so, please skip to the second section of this video. If you do not remember to any extent, please remain present for the following. Section 1. What happened? In simple storybook terms, you fell in a spontaneous magical portal. That portal took you to a void-like space, where you were then spotted by Nurse Doe, and brought to this place through a different portal. By locals' terms, you likely no-clipped through an object in the real world, taking you outside of reality, to the Weirdscape. The Weirdscape has many names, some of the most popular being Weirdscape, Unreality, Void, Space, The Expanse, and The Brink. Moving on, as said earlier, you are then rescued by Nurse Doe, brought to a pocket reality known as home to many, and known as Frowntown to most. The alternative term for Weirdscape, Unreality, will be useful for this next bit. When you are there, your existence as you know it becomes that of a molding clay in the hands of your ever-changing psyche. You will deform, reform, forget, remember. In simple storybook terms, you turn into a representation of your state of mind, you morph, you transform. Distort. Most people are in fear and terror when they accidentally fall into this unreality, distorting them into monstrosities. It is rare for a person to remain in their real form when in the unreality, and to keep 100% of their memory. Most who are rescued do in fact remember being rescued, but may not even realize that they no longer resemble their real form, or that they came from anywhere, or are aware they are different from a few moments ago. You have lost memory to the Weirdscape, but there are ways to get it back if you are willing. Section 2, Welcome to Frowntown. Now that you are here, you have a few options moving forward. You can stay, as well as go into our rehab program, which is recommended. Or you can of course attempt going back to reality. It is also an option to be taken to different pocket realities outside of Frowntown if you desire, that is if you're an adult aware of the risks you would be taking in doing so. Pocket realities like Frowntown are not entirely real in orthodox ways. Your form and mind can and will still mend like it does in the Weirdscape, except it is at a much slower and controllable rate, one that isn't noticed while it's happening. Leaving and all details regarding that option will be addressed in Section 3. Now that you are here, it is time to assess your mental state and wellness, where a file for you is created for documentation purposes. You have access to it at all times, just ask Bellatrix, who manages and documents the status of citizens. She will be the next person you talk to after this video. Frowntown is a society, full of rescued individuals like you. Not every living thing came from reality though. There is a multitude of native flora and fauna in Frowntown that is still being documented as we speak.